Good afternoon all, welcome to the All Founders Show for yet another week. It's been a very fun week as always. We're going to launch straight into it. We're talking some communication and PR today, which I think will be a lot of fun, although maybe it's a less than fun week. With some trepidation, I introduce my co-pilot here and ask Laura Racky, how are you?
You know what? Today, not great. I think we're all watching some things on social media in Victoria that, look, frankly, it might sound alarmist, it might sound extreme, but I find it terrifying. I've never seen this in my lifetime in Australia, and it confuses me. It makes me angry. We are, as individuals, being put under immense pressure. We are under incredibly draconian measures at the moment, and maybe with reason, right? But what I am seeing is this absolute onus on the individual and absolutely zero accountability from the state government. So I'm angry. I feel powerless, maybe like many other Melburnians and Victorians. I am tired of anybody who speaks up or asks a question or challenges what's going on as being a conspiracy theorist, as being, anti-community, as being the sort of person who wants COVID to rip through the community. I am absolutely not that person. I'm a moderate person. I'm not an activist. I'm not political, but my God, I am so angry. And I want to know what is going on at state government. I'm sick of hearing about Sally being 1 metre outside her 5 kilometre being charged. I want to know what is happening with contact tracing, what is happening in aged care, and what is happening for our healthcare workers. And until these things are discussed by the state government, I am sick to death of having everybody, this Stand With Dan cheer squad that is unanswerable. So that's where I am, Christian. Are you sorry that you are?
I'm a little bit sorry that I asked. And for anyone who knows Laura Racky, or me for that matter, we're like the furthest thing from activists by any definition. We're very reasonable, sort of quiet people who go about our business and sort of, even in the case that no matter what stripe the government is, whether we agree with what they say or not, we respect mandates, and we're rational people. And for rational people to turn on basic social media and see armed police banging in doors,
if they're even armed police, I think there may be health officials.
Let's not guess. But seeing doors being broken in over social media posts, now there's legitimate cause to say that protests right now would be the craziest thing you could ever do. No one of right mind is sitting here saying let's go out and protest, as much as we might want to, but it's very alarming.
Well, is this the country we're in, where basically people are being terrified into not speaking out because they're trying? We've got government reaction in such a way that is so incredible that it is. Is it designed to make people like us just shut up and keep quiet? Am I nervous about posting on Facebook that I'm angry, that I'm worried, that I'm concerned, that I'm questioning? Is this what this is about? We can't be quiet about this. We have to ask questions. So that's where my head's at.
Today we're talking communication and PR. We have a wonderful guest a bit later on, Gemma Tognini from GT Media. I suspect that she may have an opinion or two on this. Now, Gemma, you're a very experienced TV person. We are still relatively rookie. I think we've got about 3 minutes to run. And Laura Racky has a question for you, and the last question of the day.
Do I?
You do. I feel like it's your subject.
Go on, Gemma. Have at what's going on with the various state government, PR strategies. I'll just give you a piece of my view that Dan's strategy must be world class for everything that has come before and led us to this position the state is in. Yet for everyone jumping up and down saying how wonderful his government is. So that's my starting point. I'd love to hear your thoughts.
You've got 2 minutes, Gemma.
So let me go really quickly. Best on ground after an initial stumble is Gladys Berejiklian, and they learned the hard way from Newmont House and from the Ruby Princess. And the only two people that we've heard apologies from are Gladys about the Ruby Princess and the Prime Minister around aged care. They've apologised and they've made representation to do better. You've got a Premier in Victoria who has plunged the nation into economic uncertainty, who refuses to apologise, let alone take responsibility for what 2 inquiries, I think already, or at least one, have been able to point the finger at his government's policy. It's a spectacular failure of public policy, and yet they're paying celebrities to tell people to follow the rules. And I saw a media release from the Victorian government the other day that said, oh, you need to be more active within your home. I mean, jam that straight where the sun doesn't shine. That is just showing such tone-deaf arrogance, and it's an insult, right?
Yes.
The other premiers, my own premier included, in the Premier of Queensland, it's arrogant populism in the face of pending elections. And I think that there will be a reckoning when people realise they're being unnecessarily constrained from seeing their families, farewelling their parents, being by the side of their loved ones when they need them, and an unconstitutional restriction at that. There is going to be a brutal reckoning, and I think the first one we'll see is in Queensland.
I think you should get off the fence and have an opinion, Gemma. I really do. No, I think.
Can I get it in 2 minutes?
Well, the super producer Rick's not yelling at me yet, so we must still be okay.